Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, last fight for today, for this week, and this is fight number 24. This comes from my old friend Deadpoolzilla. Tyler, it's for you, man. And he pits the likes of Gorr, the God Butcher from Marvel, versus Shinnok from Mortal Kombat. So basically, we're getting a little bit of a taste of the next section, Marvel versus Mortal Kombat. All right, so let's start off with Gorr, the God Butcher. Now, we were introduced to this character during Aaron's run of Thor. And Gorr was he was pretty much born on a planet. We didn't know what planet, the name of the planet, but he pretty much grew up during starvation, and his people always prayed to gods to help him, and no gods came. And he gave up all hope and believing in gods and things like that. And somehow he pretty much gained a weapon, the all black Necro Sword. The Necro Sword, with the Necro Sword in his hand, he vowed vengeance. He vowed vengeance for all the gods who never answered his prayers. You name it, he was going after it. And over the centuries, this man has killed many gods. Doesn't matter which gods of fear, war, chaos, you name it, this guy killed them. And then he encountered Thor, and Gorg at first nearly managed to kill Thor. Now this is a younger Thor we're talking about, but he managed to nearly kill him. And that's pretty much how the gist of Gorg came around. Now, like I said, Gorg has centuries of combat experience, and he has skills of dueling gods, whether they have weapons or not. He's also very good at torturing people too. He's good at torturing. Now, with the only problem is with the Necro Sword. Without it, he's not very strong, but with it, it increases his strength. That almost in that point, he rivals that of Thor's strength, with or without the hammer. He has with the sword, he's able to do a lot of things like manipulate darkness. He can even make darkness constructs. He's, like I said, super strong, superhuman durability, speed, reflexes. He can regenerate pretty quick. I've seen him take a lightning strike from Thor, full blast, and it healed like maybe even 4 days, I think. But the problem is, his biggest is that he depends too much on the Necro Sword. That is his biggest weakness. Without it, he's nothing. So let's move on to his combatant, and we moved on to the Mortal Kombat universe, and we're going on to Shinnok. Yeah, first of all, let's get one thing straight, okay? First of all, this guy is not Raiden's dad. So get that out of your head right now. Alright? Shinnok was one of the elder gods who fell from grace and was banished to the nether realm. This guy, this he's I guess you can kind of consider him like kind of like, yeah, like I guess like the Hades of, or Anubis of the gods of the Mortal Kombat universe. But this guy loves to corrupt people. He he pretty much has all this power, but his biggest thing is corrupting people, making them his slaves. You know, but he's also got fighting skills too. I mean, this guy can fight. He's not just some he's not just some punk god, that just relies on his godlike abilities. He's very he's very intelligent, but he's very manipulative. He can manipulate you just like that. Now, of course, a lot of his power comes from an amulet or a talisman, however you want to classify it. When he has that, yeah, he's very powerful. So you can see where Tyler was coming from with this. Both characters have kind of weapons that make them very more powerful. So let's move on to the battle breakdown. All right, so we have a god butcher. This guy kills gods, Gorr, and Shinnok, who is a god. Now, the one thing that myself, my brother, we always talk about with the gods of Mortal Kombat is that they're kind of weak in a sense, because not weak in that sense, but just like, yeah, they seem a little bit more mortal. But Gorg has killed many gods over his centuries, long centuries he's been around. Like I said, this guy nearly killed Thor. Okay, Thor was not at his prime. He was young Thor when he wasn't wielding Mjolnir, when he still had his axe. I'm not even going to pronounce that damn axe's name, but he's killed. He's got a good resume of dishing out and killing gods. Shinnok, on the other hand, he's got some cred too. Don't let it slide. But this guy has been defeated. Well, both of these guys have. But the thing about it is, the way I look at it is, though Gorg has all that training and all that skill of killing, once again, his biggest weakness is depending on the Necro Sword. Without it, he's nothing. If Shinnok gets that or takes that from her, or somehow is able to manipulate it, and fight goes to Shinnok. That's just how I see it. So Gorg has got to make this quick and fast, get it done. That's just my opinion. But what about you guys? How do you feel? Gorg or Shinnok? And I want to thank DPZ, Deadpoolzilla, for this fight. This was a little sample, guys, of the next section, which is all Mortal Kombat versus Marvel. And other than that, I will see you guys next week, next Sunday, with some more fights. You guys take care.